BioShock trilogy. I beat them all on the hardest difficulty, along with all the most of the achievos that I wanted to get on those.
Nice.
Fuck doing infinite achievements though. Oh my god. One of the achievements is like just unfair. So like I have to play this is for the base game in Infinite. I have to play the hardest difficulty without buying a single item from the like a normal vending machine that sells me items, and 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 that's like for the whole playthrough. I'm like, well, I did not know that was an achievement, and now they expect me to play through the whole game just to get that little achievement. No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Anyways, I started broadcasting for people who are tuning in later on. Yes, I did say in Doki Doki Literature Club that I was not going to stream this, but you know what? Fuck it. I've been holding it off, and I don't know, I just want to stream a different game than Doki right now, so I'm just gonna create a new log.
What happened? What happened to the other games that you were gonna play? What the hell happened to Ni no Kuni 2? Did you finish that, or
I finished that already.
Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9. You started those games. I don't remember you finishing them.
I'll get back to them at some point, but I could. In this version of Dragon Quest, I have options to make the game harder, like no fleeing from battles, no shopping. I can't equip any armor, reduced experience, that sort of thing. But I'm just gonna go with the normal playthrough, because I haven't beaten the game. I've gotten pretty far. I've been 32 hours in, but
oh yeah, and then you also have to play BioShock. You barely started the first one.
Fuck! I need to go grab my laptop so I can check out the chat.
The last place I remember you being was in the medical pavilion.
I was disconnected. What? You're talking about BioShock?
The last day you were in the first game, you were at the medical pavilion.
I know, but I wasn't streaming that, so.
But you were playing it.
I was playing it, yes. Oh, come on.
You're never gonna. Yeah, I sometimes feel like you're never gonna finish that bucket list that you have.
I will. Danny F.
It only took me a couple to finish the BioShock 1 and 2, and then a few more days to finish Infinite and its DLC. Doesn't take much.
Alright, so let me get this set up before I get into the game.
I'm gonna play Dying Light.
Oh yeah, Dying Light 2 is a thing. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, Q and Stefan got it.
No, I'm talking about the second one that's being made. I did notice that Q got it though.
I'm talking about the first Dying Light.
I know, I'm talking about the second one that was announced.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to you about the first one.
Let's see. Episode 7 is uploading right now, according to Sam. Anyways, I'm going through with the same name as I chose for my main account, Danny, because it just sounds like the name of an adventure. Happy with proceeding, yep. Now there are some like copyright mentions, like saying normal things like don't use this game for specifically the music. So other than that, I think I'll be fine. This game is graphically gorgeous. Not only that, it's Akira Toriyama's handiwork. I mean, even the rain looks stunning.
This child, he is the one.
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
I know 3 of those faces thus far. Oh, baby! Add some black spiky hair and you have Goku. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, this game doesn't really have any cinematic cutscenes. I mean, I've only gotten to the second half of the game, 30 hours in to the game, and there's only been like this and another CG cutscene. Oh, I just realized I'm off the account. I need to switch to the Ambassadors of Chaos account. There we go. There we go. That's better. Run, little girl, run! Oh no! She dead. Frog. Butterflies. Dew. Drop on baby. Baby cry. Grandpa Gohan. No, I'm kidding.
Oh boy. What in heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive?
However did you survive?
You're a jolly one. What's this? You poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
Oh yeah? Ah, Sazavenia! Down! Down! The only thing that reigns the same in every Dragon Quest game 1 to 1 to 11, is that each game has a tree called Yggdrasil in it, and it plays an important role in the story. But this game is specifically connected to the first 3 games.
Thanks so much, you're a lifesaver.
Anytime.
Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony. So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there.
All the way up there? Doggy!
Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way. Come on, best not keep her waiting.
Best not keep her waiting. Let's go. Now, for the release of this game, they gave us a special costume Oh, wrong thing. This costume right here is the costume of the Dragon Quest VIII main character. He wears this throughout his adventure, and I think it's only fitting for the beginning, since we don't have any other armor right now, that we wear this armor in commemoration of this beautiful, gorgeous game. And the mayor and your mother are waiting to see you off the top of the steps, don't you? Don't keep them waiting, dearie. Oh, and remember, if you're ever in need of some advice, or if you're stuck from what to do, have a chat with folks with pretty pink speech bubbles above their heads like me. Just press square and look at the map. You can't miss it. While you're looking at the map, use the R stick to change the direction you're facing. It's a handy little trick, trust me. Okay. Why would I need to do that when I have a mini-map? Hello. Don't you see you and my dear Gemna all set for your big day mix the snow? Mix me, not us, me, proud as anything, both as a mayor and as a grandfather. You're not kids anymore, you know. No, you're grown-ups now. And that means you can go to the tour and offer your thanks. Now it's time you were on your way. Head up to the top. I can't speak a wink. Give praise to the spirits of the land, then come back down and tell us how you like the view. Oh, and if you're ever unsure what to do next, press the triangle button and select Party Talk. Gemma might have some useful tips for you. Just look at you, Danny, my little boy, all grown up. Now be sure to look after Gemna, you hear? To think you've been inseparable since you were tiny. And here you are, about to climb Tower together. Oh, and if you ever lose your way, just follow Sandy. The dog's got more sense than any of us. Off you go now, dear. I know the two of you will be just fine, and I'll make sure there's a delicious supper waiting for you when you get back. Ooh, supper. Just in case. I said suffer, I'm sorry. My mind's still on Doki Doki. Let me turn down the music just in case. Why do I have low health already? That makes no sense. I'm not gonna talk with every single person, I'm not that type of person, I'm just gonna continue on.
Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it? My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief? Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey. Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh.
Bork, 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 bork.
Ah! Monsters! They're coming this way.
Now, in this game, it introduces a new kind of battling mechanic where you can walk around the field and fight. I think it's kind of weird. In my playthrough, I just do the normal battle, where it's like the classic kind where you stand still and her names. But I think during this playthrough, I'm gonna give it a little try because I haven't really given it a shot yet. So, yeah. It's almost like real time.
Here you go. Go on. Crumbs.
This is weird.
Get him. Go on.
giggle like that, you bitch. Wow, I'm so
Crikey!
mean.
I wasn't expecting that. I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me.
If you hadn't been here to help me.
And now we've got to go through that horrible, dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
It's weird, the colors are a lot better on the recording than it is on my screen. Huh, whatever. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Huzzah! But no, what I've played through this game so far, it's a phenomenal game with a phenomenal story, no less. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, you can change between a sword and a great sword. I've been using the sword on my playthrough, so I'm gonna give the great sword a try through this playthrough. This is so weird.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
Blighters? God, they're so British. Fernando, my friend, my comrade, you haven't said anything in a while. What's going on your end?
Playing my playing my.
Nice. I don't know if hitting them from the back does anything, but I'd like to think it does.
Phew.
On my playthrough, I'm severely underleveled. Like, I get a character in the second act, or a party member in the second act, I should say, and he's like 5 levels above me, so I'm gonna try to grind as much as I can through this playthrough.
Tough little blighters, aren't they? Well done!
Level up! Before we leave our hometown, and oh wait, not that it's a spoiler or anything, because of course we're gonna leave our hometown at some point, but before we leave completely, I want to be at least level 5. Don't giggle. Stupid needlers. Let me try a spell. Yeah! Did you get 2 turns?
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
Bugs me how that wasn't at full health. Let's see what this is. Copper ore. Okay. and more needless.
Phew.
Here we go.
Core, look at all this fog.
Cool, blimey.
Is this normal, do you think?
Help! Help me!
What? Cole?
Coal.
Quick!
In a
You
place
have to
called
help him.
Cobblestone Coal. I'm not helping this situation. Okay. I'm a creepy
It's not
smile,
fog
but
at
my
all.
face looks
It's
like
more
bull
monsters.
horns! That's just what I see. I see a cow nose with like 2 horns coming out of it. I missed, of course I did. You're crumbs.
Crikey. Don't give up. Go on.
Don't hurt the dog, you bastard. Crumbs!
Crikey.
Crikey!
Go on.
And I deliver the final blow. Yeah. Okay, maybe I should take back what I said. I think I'll be level 5 before long.
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
What in the world is going on?
So you're a
I
troublemaker
never
as
heard
well
anything
as an
about
asshole.
monsters appearing on the tour before. But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero.
They wouldn't
Not
have given
far to
me
the
a sword
top
if I
now.
couldn't handle myself. And great, now it's raining.
Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
Climb the rope. Yeah, I know. When you see an icon, press the X button. Yada yada yada. Typical game stuff. Ooh, I got caught in a rock there. Slide to the left. Now slide to the right. 2 hops this time. 1 step back from. Jing. Slide to the left. Jing. Slide to the right. Do the cha-cha, y'all. Am I missing any chests? No, okay. When you see the arrow appear, press the X button to climb.
Here we are at It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view.
Oh, were you now?
Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that?
Look, I'm a bird, as well as an asshole.
Help! Help me!
Well, shit. Okay then.
We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen.
Couldn't have anything to do with the glowing icon that appeared on my hand. Symbol. That's the word I meant to use. Speaking of which, it's still glowing.
Look! The mark on your hand. Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later. All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Daw, isn't that sweet?
Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home, lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore. Wow! Look!
I love this game! Its view is so beautiful.
It just goes on and on and on. Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is.
Sherlock Gemma puts
Well,
two and
that's
two
it.
together.
It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Should we head down and tell Grandad and everyone? They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.
They'll be waiting for us at the bottom. The bottom of the rock. Oh, I could walk out. Okay, I was about to say. Obviously, I knew that. Oh, wait, no, you joined it? No, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, it's Sandy. Woof, woof, woof. You're cool. I'm so sorry, Gemma. I thought it would be funny to jump out and surprise you. I am an idiot. I'll never do it again, I promise. Michael told me everything. He told me how you fought off all those horrible foggy monsters. I don't know how to thank you. And you never know onto it either. It was such a relief. Well, the main thing is that everyone's alright. You can never be too careful with monsters around. We owe you one, Danny and Gemma and Sandy too. Well done, you two.
We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Riveting.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that. When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you. Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece.
Make it back in one
there's no
piece.
doubt about it. The spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know. You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there. Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Come on, you. Home time.
Come on, you. Home time. Want to talk to anyone because I know exactly where we're going. Straight to touch. So this is one of our many save points in the game. Main focus of save states though are through churches. This game is really religious. Not only that, it's cultural as well. It has many different cultures. Well, I guess I can't open that door. Never mind. Oop, that's the way out. Move out of the way, old people. Woof woof. Oh, I'm not supposed to get on there. How the heck am I supposed to get up there? Maybe like this. Huh, I never knew about this. I never thought to look up. Yeah, you get normal achievements in this game, which I thought was kind of weird, honestly. Like, why would you have achievements in a game where you... I don't know. What I guess I'm trying to say is, like, why would you have achievements in-game when you can just have regular trophy achievements? What? I'm not complaining. Of course I'm not going to go through everything my first time through, like I didn't know these were back here. Sandy. Let me just go home.
Oh! Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up.
Wasn't I supposed to be the one to tell you about the big adventure? So why the hell has everyone been bragging to you about it? I don't know.
I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tower, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here. This belongs to you. Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the Tor. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest.
Alright, Dan.
All I know is that your grandfather
Alright,
said you had a
Fernanda.
special destiny.
Guess
And that there
I'll
was
catch you
something
tomorrow
you
then,
had.
friend.
He said that when you came of age,
When are you gonna be
you
on
were to
tomorrow?
head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show
I can't
that
give you a specific
necklace
time,
thingy
just
to
know
the
I'll be
king.
on there tomorrow.
Of course.
He seemed to think that if you
Let me know.
did that,
Alright.
all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Crikey. They look
Well,
like
I can't
rubber.
stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be
The
marching on an
cartoony
empty
style,
stomach.
Kenny. Of course
Come
it
on,
would.
dinner.
Having trouble sleeping, are we? Well, it's no surprise after the excitement today and your big news. I have trouble rodent. Well, this is anime cartoon style. That's more like cutting edge action cartoon style. There's different kind of versions of cartoony style, Kenny. Anyways, I'd like to go. Whether I have trouble nodding off, I'd like to go for a little walk. The night air always does me a power good. I butchered that sentence so many times, it's not even funny. Out the door we go. Look at sweet little Gemma.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you?
Don't read too much into it, Kenny.
I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it. Some things never change, eh?
It's also anime, you gotta remember that.
You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone.
3D anime, anyways.
That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the luminary, that reincarnation thing.
There's different types of Japanese artwork.
I remember the story my granddad
And
told
that one
me.
was hand-painted, too.
Once upon a time, long, long ago,
Supposedly,
the
anyways.
world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star. And he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since. That's his star, right there. How can you be the luminary too? I
Yeah, you
just
can.
don't get it.
Don't say no, you can't, Daniel, because I've actually played several games where the video game designers themselves said it's hand-painted. You can hand-paint a video game virtually. Not like real life hand painted, but like virtual hand painted. If that makes sense.
I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to.
God damn it, I spilled a little Dr. Pepper on my bed. Ah! I'm gonna have to change those sheets in a while. At least it was only a tiny drop.
Goodbye.
Okay,
old
then
friend.
stylized. Whatever you want to call it. Cry, cry, sob, sob, run away, anime fashion. Then morning comes. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I look no different in this cutscene because I'm wearing a costume!
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things.
Or do they?
By the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once. Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure.
Oh,
But
trust
don't
me,
take
I will.
too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
Because I got some grinding to do before we head off. Anyways, this is what they're he's supposedly wearing. Just changed from a blue tunic to a purple one. But again, this stuff raises my defense, maximum MP and HP, so I'm gonna wear this for the time being. Also, I never checked the closet. Plain clothes. Okay. Get out of my way, horse. He's an action figure. You can put it that way, yes. Thinking of it as a... Well, it is Akira Toriyama, the same person who did Dragon Ball, so think of them as the action figure Dragon Ball Z characters. The other day I was playing around with my lad, you know, messing around as you do. Well, anyways, he got this flurry fella he loves, and well, fool that I am, I managed to let it blow away. Luckily, the wind only blew as far as through from your shed. Go get it myself, but I'm too good with heights, I'm afraid. Anyway, I know you're a brave young fellow, so I was wondering if you might climbing up there and getting it back for me. You'd be doing me a huge favor, I'm telling you. I know you'd help me out. You always paid attention to what Bruce said in church. You know, the stuff about always being kind to others. You're a fine fellow, no mistake. Now, there's no time to lose. My son's desperate to get his beloved feather back. Hurry on over to your shed. I'm sure you've climbed onto your fair share of roofs. But, nevertheless, just find something to clamber onto and press the circle button to jump up there. Once you found the feather, we can back here. But I already have it, so... I already picked it up. There you are, Danny. It looks like you got the feather. Would you mind handing it over? And he hands over the feather. Thanks, I knew you wouldn't let me down. I can't wait to see you come on my boss face. Once I get it. That's not all. I've got a tip for you. I hope you'll find it useful. If you ever want to do something good in return, look for people with purple speech bubbles above their head. Listen to what they have to say. And see if you can do anything to help. It always pays to be kind to others. Don't let that feeling... Don't feel that just because someone shared their woes with you, you have to help them right away. You can't Always come back when you want a little change of pace, or if you're not sure what to do next. Anyway, thanks again, Danny. I really owe you one. Now, just remember, whatever's waiting for you up ahead, be kind to others, and you'll do just fine. Daniel can't read. Quest complete. Is there anyone else in town who needs a quest done? Where's the shop? There it is. I'm gonna get a putz lid so I can have at least a shield. I have 3 of those, so let's get 6 of those. Oops, going the wrong way. Nope. It's up there. Mother dear. Let's go. Off you go then.
One day you're just a little boy, the next you're getting ready to leave us. I only wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become. To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating since he brought you to Cobblestone. We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries of all things. You know who the luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world. And we're supposed to believe that you're him reincarnated? Ha, I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it is a little hard to swallow, I must say. Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh? If he finds out this is the village where the luminary was raised, there might be something in it for us, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Oh, you are terrible. Trust you to be thinking about what you can get out of it.
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine. But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take this map of Erdrea with you. May it prove useful in finding your way. And may this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way.
Nice.
You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
You travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy, such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you? And come back safe.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Hold on, give me just a second. Anyways.
Wait! Here, take this with you. I made it for you.
Oh! Would you look at that? Daniel forgot to put part 1 and just put part. Ah. Lovely. So I'm gonna go to Creator Studio real quick. Hopefully I can edit this from my computer. Ah. I can't. Okay. Never mind then.
It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Oh, I don't know what's in store for you out there. But wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you? Take care, and remember, we'll be waiting for you.
Right. Exodius! Away! I'm actually gonna call it here for the night, because it is kind of late, and I'd rather have more energy, because I've been recording all day long. So, till the next stream, guys, I'll be standing right here, waiting for your return. See you guys later.